Gamers Magazine!
Hi everyone, and welcome to our very first Games Hype Friday, which will see us picking out the best of the best Christmas 2017 games, chatting about new DLC and rounding up all of the latest gaming updates that you can look forward to this Christmas. And one of the most impressive titles is Wolfenstein II The New Colossus, which is available on Xbox One, PlayStation 4 and PC. It's already out and it has picked up some great reviews with an average star rating of 4.5 out of 5 stars, making it one of the highest scoring games in our list. Fighting Nazis has never been so much fun, and with the genius of its irreverent story, the exciting and fast-paced shooter action, and huge mechanical beast to face, it's definitely one for your Christmas list. Nothing says Christmas like a giant blowtorch belching robot dog, guys. Liesel! Here boy! Anyway, all of that craziness aside, and moving on to slightly tamer waters, we have Super Mario Odyssey, which is the highest scoring game on our list, with an average review rating of 5 out of 5. Nintendo's latest hit adventure is the best Mario game ever made. There's more gaming than you'll know what to do with, the beautiful sandbox environments are genuinely stunning, and the addition of Cappy to the mix is a work of genius. Massive bosses, a vast sprawl of moon collecting challenges, and more surprises than Santa's sack makes this one of the best games of 2017. Next up we have Star Wars Battlefront 2, which is available on the Xbox One, PlayStation 4 and PC. And while the review scores are a little bit more middle of the road, averaging out at 3.5 out of 5, it's got a lot going for it. Okay, so it is a slightly contentious addition to the list, but we're sticking with it for one reason and one reason only. The story mode and land-based shooter action isn't much to write home about, but the Starfighter Assault space battle multiplayer is more than enough to make this a must-play experience. The microtransactions within the game have resulted in a lot of bad press for the title, but if we're being completely honest, you don't really notice them as you're playing, and the idea that someone can pay to win is ridiculous because the battle intensity is just way too high. It's definitely one to consider. Okay, so another game to think about is Middle-earth: Shadow of War. This title has picked up some solid reviews with 4 out of 5 stars as its average. It's available on the Xbox One, PlayStation 4 and PC, and it may not have landed quite as well as Shadow of Mordor, but it's still got a lot going for it. The improved Nemesis system continues to impress, and there's a lot of playtime to be enjoyed. The characters are a lot of fun to follow along with, and the action is unrelenting, making this one of the year's best third-person action adventures. But if you're looking for something a little bit more real world, there is always Assassin's Creed Origins, which has also landed with an average review rating of 4 out of 5 star and is available on the Xbox One, PlayStation 4 and PC. It's already been touted as one of the best games in the series, making it a solid refresh from Ubisoft. With massive scale and the beautiful setting of ancient Egypt to explore, it's a game that you can easily and happily get lost in. The mission variety helps to keep it interesting right the way through the game as you head back to the very roots of the Assassins and their ongoing battle with the Templars. Heading back to first-person shooter action, Call of Duty World War II is undoubtedly one to think about. It has landed with 4 out of 5 stars as an average in its reviews, and it is available on the PC, Xbox One and PlayStation 4. Call of Duty has finally returned to its World War II roots, combining an explosive story campaign with frenetic online multiplayer action. It's a franchise that throws a title up every year, so it's easy to see why gamers tune out a little, but World War II appears to have found the right balance. Another game that gets a release every year is FIFA, and 2018 is no different. However, this year it seems to have arrived with a lot of power, and it has picked up an average review score of 4.5 stars out of 5. It's available on all platforms, and it has landed with the best football experience from the series to date. The journey mode returns, continuing the story of Alex Hunter, and the ultimate team is much improved. However, it all comes down to the gameplay, which is better than it has ever been. Another big title on our list is Destiny 2, which is available on the Xbox One, PlayStation 4 and PC. It's picked up an average review score of 4 out of 5 stars to date, and the hit first-person shooter is back with a new fun story to play along with and the addition of new multiplayer modes, player versus everyone, and player versus player. The clan system is as competitive as ever, with a big community of loyal gamers behind it, so there's a lot of mayhem to get involved with. If racing is your thing, then you have two real options this Christmas. The first is Forza Motorsport 7, which is available on the Xbox One and PC, and the second is Gran Turismo Sport for the PlayStation 4, both of which have landed with positive 4 out of 5 star average reviews, so it all comes down to which console you have. Finally, we have Xenoblade Chronicles 2, and while it's not out until December the 1st, it's all looking very positive. This should be yet another big hit for the Nintendo Switch in 2017. It's got an impressive battle system, crazy storyline, and the kind of gameplay that is a Japanese RPG fan's dream. Admittedly, some of the costumes are a little bit on the threadbare side, but hey, it's Christmas, so let's live a little. Other titles to consider are the remastered version of LA Noire for the Xbox One, PlayStation 4 or the Nintendo Switch. It is a unique experience in gaming and it's picked up an average review rating of 4 out of 5 stars. There's also LEGO Marvel Super Heroes 2 for the Xbox One, PlayStation 4, PC or Nintendo Switch. It's only picked up an average review score of 3.5 out of 5, but in terms of a fun family game, it's probably your best bet, unless you've got the Nintendo Switch, in which case you can go for Super Mario Odyssey. The Switch continues to add in more impressive third-party titles too, including Rocket League, Elder Scrolls V Skyrim, Doom, Batman the Telltale series, and Resident Evil Revelations 1 and 2, in addition to LA Noire. If you're picking up the Nintendo Switch this Christmas, there's a lot to choose from, but you might want to add in both The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild and Splatoon 2 to your hit list, which were released earlier in the year, but they will be sporting new updates and DLC this winter. Which leads in nicely to the DLC and free games updates to be aware of, and the first is Splatoon 2 itself. Firstly, a new free update landed for Splatoon 2 on the 23rd of November, which included a new stage for Samurun, new gear, and new hairstyles for your Inklings. It then followed this up with a new battle stage called Mako Mart on November 24th, and 3 more new stages will be arriving in the coming weeks. If that isn't enough, it'll be hitting the ground running in mid-December with the addition of a new free ranked battle mode called Clam Blitz, which will see you picking up clams and trying to throw them into your opponent's basket. Middle-earth Shadow of War will also be added to its game, this time with paid DLC, and the first arrival was the Slaughter Tribe, which you can see here following its arrival last week. It'll be followed by the Outlaw Clan in mid-December. Injustice 2 will also be adding in more characters as a part of its Fighter Pack 3. While Atom and Enchantress are pretty exciting propositions on their own, the addition of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is the coolest of the bunch. Atom arrives in mid-December and the rest of the characters in Fighter Pack 3 will be coming shortly afterwards. The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild will also be returning with more content in DLC Pack 2, The Champion's Ballad, which is still earmarked for December 2017. And while Nintendo are keeping things fairly quiet still, it could well be the coolest of the add-ons to one of 2017's best games. It will provide a new storyline to follow, centering on the champions that you will have met in the main story for Breath of the Wild. Hopefully we'll get to see some of the action soon. However, if you've been craving some new excitement from The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, the good news is that it arrived recently with a small update to deliver a new side quest to the game. This is the Xenoblade Chronicles 2 tie-in, which allows you to complete 3 challenges to pick up the Salvager's gear. This will give you a new costume to wear as Link. The update is available now, so if you've missed it, just head into the game and drop that download to pick it up, and you can follow along with our walkthrough for the side quest in the link at the end of this video. And that is it for our inaugural Games Hype Friday. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Make sure you subscribe like you've never subscribed before, drop us a like, share with everyone you know, and let us know what games you'll be playing this Christmas. Peace out, Merry Crimbix, and we'll catch you next Friday. Cheers, guys, goodbye. Magazine!